What's up, boys and girls? Empire Steve back with you again. Today is August the 5th, and it is Thursday, almost Friday. So, I wanted to go over as quickly as I possibly can a trade I made today, and it was a big winning trade, a decent winning trade, better than what I've typically seen the last few days. So I wanted to go over that with you as fast as I possibly can. I got some stuff going on a little bit with the kids and their school and registration and all that fun stuff. I'm sure some of you will be experiencing that as well. So real fast, let's talk about the overall markets this morning. You can see they look like sideways like they normally do. The jobs report came out today. I think I don't recall exactly what it was, but the overall reaction to the jobs report wasn't bad. So here's SPY, and it sideways Sally just like normal in pre-market. And here's the Qs. They were all up this morning. I went to bed last night, looked at the futures. I think it was like 10 o'clock, and they were up, and I was like, okay, tomorrow might be a decent day. So with that said, what I traded today was Tesla. So right out of the gate, I think it was right around this candle. This is on the 1 minute. I got one YOLO, and it's because I use Black Box Stock Scanner, and it called out the 750 calls. So I was like, okay, let me grab one of those, and I'm still holding that one. I may hold it until closer to the end of the day, see what happens with Tesla, but I'm not going to count that because it's not realized yet. So I'm still up on the day, pretty significant because of the other trade that I made. And I'll explain that one to you now. So here is also still Tesla, and I played Tesla. It was kind of going sideways, and then it started to fall below the, I'll go a little bit closer so you can see it, up and down. Like I typically don't like to trade in the first 5 minutes of the day. It's really choppy, you can see, and today it was super choppy, even longer. Here's 950, and it's just lots of up and down, and it's not quite sure. Nobody's really quite sure who's winning, the Bulls or the Bears or what have you. So I actually got into the 720 Tesla calls right in this area. I got into the two of them at 10.25, and I paid $4.55 per, which is $455 per. That brings my total capital into that was there's $910. That was for the two. You can see it here. This is the order, and that was again at 10.25. So that is right here in this candle. You can see this. I saw this doji, shooting star, whatever you want to call it. And the Qs looked very similar at this time. So here's 10.25. So I can see that possibly QQQ could bounce here. And I figured, you know what? Tesla has some decent news coming in today, and it probably is going to bounce there at the same time or near the same time. So I got in here, and I gave myself a mental stop of the low of the day, 711.41. That's where I was just going to go ahead and just close the order. And what I do when I mean I had a mental stop, it's because if you have a stop in, the big boys and girls who have access to level 3 can see your stop orders, and they can do what's called stop hunting. And so I've been a little bit like plays like Tesla, options, stocks that have high option volume. I haven't been putting in hard stops lately because of that, because they will come and find your order, and they will stop you out, and it's really annoying. So anyway, I've just been doing mental stops, and it's been working out really good. So anyway, I wasn't worried unless Tesla dropped below this 711.41. Then I was going to just exit, and I would just exit it by closing the order and selling them at the bid, so I can get out as fast as I possibly can. You don't want to try and sell when the stock's going down. You don't want to sell at the mid, because your order's probably going to get missed. So I just do it at the bid, so I get out as fast as I possibly can. So anyway, I had a little bit of conviction in it because of the way the Qs looked and because I knew there was potential some kind of catalyst coming up later. So I was just going to roll with it. So here is a 1029, and you can see Tesla closed above the 90 EMA. 90 EMA is this green line. That's at 1029. Excuse me. At 1030, closes above the 90 EMA. 1031 also, you can see it continuously closing above the 90 EMA. It got a little bit odd here. It was like, not odd, but like I was like, it could go either way at this point. Like I just didn't like the way the candles looked, like it, just because there's that uncertainty. So I ended up selling these two calls at 10:36. Keep in mind, I bought these at 10:25. I was in them a total of 11 minutes. So here's 10:30. Here's 10:36. And I want to say I saw. Here's the thing. So I don't know why I would have sold here because it doesn't make sense that I sold there, but I did. Like I can see possibly selling at this 10:37 candle. So I'm not sure if I actually sold at 10:36 or 10:37. I'll have to go back to the time and sales on my part a little bit later and check that out. But anyway, I sold here. And as you can see, it's still looking decent. You can see this is probably where I should have sold, and that probably would have brought my P&L down some, but it doesn't matter because I knew I didn't want to be in it all day and I wanted to make a video for you guys and girls before I left. So that was that. I sold them at 605 per. That's 605. So that would have been a total. So I paid a total of $910 for them, and I sold them at $1,210. So I made $300 profit on those. So that's on those two contracts, and that's pretty good. So this was a perfect play. If you're using the 90 EMA and you're watching it, I did get in a little bit early. I probably should have got in at this candle, and at this point it's 713, so it still made like a $5, $4 to $5 move, depending on where you sold. So it still would have been some nice profit, but I got in a little bit early. I was thinking about maybe adding if it did get above the 90 EMA, but I didn't add. I just went with what I had, and it was perfect play. Never dropped below the 90 EMA until right here on this at 1042. I was out of them at 1036. So to me, it really wouldn't have mattered. I just took my money and ran, which I've always, if you guys have watched, and girls have watched some of my previous videos, I don't look for grand slams. I don't look for home runs. I just look for that quick profit, so I can just get in and get out and just go on with my day. So that's exactly what I did. I hope you all learned something. If you have any, just like always, if you have any comments or questions, anything you want me to go over in another video, just leave a comment down below. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on those notifications if you want to see my content once I put it out. But I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and maybe we'll see each other again tomorrow. Take care.